Back in 2020, I had a lot of the issues that many men face today. I was skinny fat, depressed, addicted to fast food, video games, drinking, and any other way to escape my life. My sex life was a joke, and I had no hope for the future. Fast forward to 2024, a lot has changed. I actually look somewhat masculine. I feel a lot happier and I'm proud of what I've achieved. And I even have a fiance and a successful business on top. But the last 12 months I've been pretty inconsistent, to say the least. My body is basically nowhere close to where I want it to be. Yes, progress has been made, but reality is it's not my dream body. And even for my age, I know there's a long way to go here. Outside of this, I've allowed bad habits to come back. So it always starts like this, right? You're on YouTube and then there's some like random video in the corner about elephants or penguins, just something totally stupid, right? Next thing I know, I'm watching like a week later of people playing video games. I'm nostalgic about the game. And then before I know it, I'm playing some random game that's popped up in an advert. And then 3 weeks later, I'm playing fucking crack games like Hearthstone. It's like heroin, basically. Like the last 12 months, I've probably uninstalled and reinstalled Hearthstone 100, 150 times. And I'm 37, and I'm like, what the hell? But this is how it happens. You let things slip. You think you're above self-improvement, you're arrogant, and the bad habits will come back. Because end of the day, they're just a symptom. If you want to escape your life, if things aren't where they should be, you will want to escape your life. You will go back to the junk food, the video games, and all this crap. And the end result is the fact that your relationship's not as good as it should be, your body's not as good as it should be, your business, everything isn't where it should be. A long time ago, I made a promise to grow a YouTube channel, and what have I been doing? Nothing. Hardly any uploads, some okay videos, that's it. So now's the time to change that around. In this video, I'm going to share what I've been doing to change it around. So basically, as always, no one shares their problems during the time. They always talk about it after. So I've been going through this journey in the last 2 months of fixing my life, getting back on track, and I'm going to share the process I've done to do that. So if you're down bad, maybe you're like I was back in 2020, this will help. If you're perhaps more like me, where you've been on self-improvement, but you've been stagnant, you're making mistakes, it will help you even more. So let's just get into it. All right, so starting off, I really recommend this phrase. Etch it in your mind and your soul. You're not looking for perfection, you're looking for improvement. This literally changed my life forever. Because if you're anything like me, you're older guy, you're successful, to an extent, you've done a lot of stuff. We build up these big egos and we start thinking we're above everything. And ultimately, we struggle to do basic things. It's like, if I'm going to meditate, I have to meditate 5 minutes, otherwise it's a fail. Or if I go to gym, I have to lift 80-kilogram bench, otherwise it's a fail. And ultimately, this is just a destructive mindset. We're always aiming for perfection, when really all that matters is improvement. Because if we want to get from A to Z, right? A is like where we are right now. Z is where we've got the six-pack, we've got a successful business, beautiful wife, like whatever it is you want in your life, good mental health. Like everyone thinks of progressions like this, but we all know reality is it's more like this. Like you probably even start going down in the beginning because you get depressed about how much work you got to do. And then we learn a bit, we screw up, we learn a bit, we screw up. But if we keep on improving, little improvements, eventually we'll get to here. But there's just a load of screw-ups along the way. And the key thing is we just look for improvement. If we're looking for perfection, this is what looking for perfection looks like. You get motivated for 4 weeks and then you give up. And then you just stay here making excuses for the rest of your life. That's what perfection looks like. Improvement looks like this. So what I really recommend is getting a habit tracker. So I'm going to show on my screen now my habit tracker. It's literally a piece of paper, cover the wrinkles, oil stains, doesn't actually matter. All that matters is you tracking your progress. Now, if you're down bad, like you're massively overweight, you've got a drinking problem, whatever it might be, pick 2 things maximum, okay? Because the reality is, like, if you pick too many things to change at the same time, it's the same thing as aiming for perfection. Like, you're gonna fail. You want to be aiming for maybe just 2 things. Work on drinking more water, or work on not having sugar with your tea. And on top of this, maybe spend less time playing video games, drinking, whatever your vices might be. Just pick one vice and reduce that. The other vices, let's not worry about for now. Because ultimately, if you aim at too many things at the same time, you'll end up just with this progress here. If you're more advanced, if you've been on self-improvement before, a bit like myself, dare I say, then yeah, 4 to 6 is fine. Now, what I decided to focus on were the following. So meditation. Meditation is really freaking hard. I don't know anyone who finds it easy, but the reason it's on here is the fact that the return on investment is incredible. This changed my life. It basically helped me fix my awful mental health. Think of it as the opposite of going on TikTok. Like, 5 minutes of meditation is like the opposite. So it actually makes you have more attention. You have more awareness of yourself and your surroundings and your feelings. You're much less likely to get caught into these emotional moments where you feel sad because you recognize it more. The problem with meditation, it takes weeks, if not months, if not years to get the benefits from it. But this is the whole reason it's on the habit tracker, because I want to build up the habit again, because I stopped doing it. Next thing's morning sunlight. Morning sun. This is important for sleep. It's important for circadian rhythm. It's also super easy. Like, literally, you wake up and as soon as you can, get your head outside in the window, on the balcony, or go for a quick walk. Morning sunlight is a fantastic way to bring some normality to your day, get some rhythm, get your sleep sorted out, and it's pretty damn easy. Next is cold shower. Now, I got a different approach on cold showers as some people. In my opinion, the only reason a cold shower helps is because it's hard, right? I do not enjoy cold showers. So for me, if I just have a cold shower, even for 10 seconds, I've done something hard for the day, right? It's like, stops me from being a fucking pussy, basically. If I've had a cold shower, then it's like, okay, at least I've done something remotely manly today. Maybe I can deal with the other problems of my day. So the people saying you have to cold shower 5 minutes, or there's no benefit, no one gives a shit. Just want to make sure you've done something hard. Any of the science around cold showers, I'm very skeptical of, but just do something. So that's why I picked cold shower. Next is water. So if you have water in the morning, it basically means you're much less likely to be dehydrated the rest of the day. You want to be drinking about 3 liters of water a day, if not 4. So getting a quick glass of water in the morning, easy, quick win, massive return on investment. I've added in stretching into my habit tracker. So stretching for me is very important because I'm older. I get injured very easily if I don't do it. I had a back injury which took me out of the gym for about 3 months. So I don't want to have that again. So stretching every single day for just a few minutes, and if I go to gym, at least 15 minutes, is a massive ROI habit. And then the last thing is journaling. So I personally journal before I go to sleep. I might share in some future videos exactly how I do journaling, but journaling is a fantastic habit. It basically gives you some reflection in the day, ask yourself what you're grateful for, and ultimately, these things stack up. And you start realizing the progress you're making. If you journal before bed, it puts your mind in a positive mood. So when you wake up next day, you're a bit more positive. So it's really, really fantastic habit to get into. So this is what I did personally, but whatever you do, do what fits to you. But this is just to explain a few things. So some rules. Right, first of all, 1 second is enough. So if you do meditation for 1 second, you tick it. As ridiculous that might be, I don't care. Cold shower for 1 second, tick it. If you journal 1 word, tick it. Stretch for 2 seconds, it's okay. Have a sip of water, it's okay. Put your head out the window and back inside, it's okay. The reason for this is we're not looking for perfection, we're looking for improvement. So if you're meditating for 1 second, that's maybe an infinite amount more than a week before. The reality is 1 second is enough. Just build up some progress. Get some ticks onto your habit tracker. Eventually what will happen is you do it for 10 seconds, then 20, and then after a point, a minute's easy. And then after a minute is easy, 2 minutes is easy. But start super small. If you can only meditate for 5 seconds, it's okay. 99% of the population doing 0 seconds. So by 1 second, you're already ahead of most people.
So this is a really important rule, and it really makes it a lot more manageable and achievable. And then the other thing is just never stop. You've got to keep on going through these troughs and keep on going forward. And then in terms of what the results were like, what actually happened for me. So first 1 or 2 weeks, I saw some progress. I was feeling a bit better about myself. I was fairly consistent. I think I only missed a few spots. So even though I got the bare minimum to, I still screwed up sometimes, right? 2 to 4 weeks, I started new habits. I started doing like grounding in the park. So I was taking my shoes off and making sure my feet touch the ground, which apparently has some benefits. I started doing more gym sessions. I was reading more. I've read maybe 3 books in the last 3 months, which is way more than before. I was doing meditation for longer, cold showers for longer, stretching better, doing more journaling. I didn't add these to Habit Tracker, but they just naturally happen because you're seeing progress. And as soon as you have progress, you gain momentum. And as soon as you have momentum, doing all the other good habits becomes easier. And then after 4 weeks, I mean, I'm about basically 6 weeks into this now. 7th of July, I started this on the 31st of May. Better energy, work ideas. I'm literally shooting a YouTube video, right? I wasn't doing that for probably 10 months, something like this. Work ideas, consistency, happiness, and ultimately we're doing a habit tracker because we're gaining momentum. Once you gain momentum, everything else becomes easier. So this is the first lesson I'm sharing. I am going to do more videos sharing. I've written down 158 lessons I've had so far. So do a habit tracker. You're not looking for perfection. You're looking for improvement. If you found this useful, subscribe, comment, and there'll be more content. If I keep on being on self-improvement. Let's see.